Good morning, subscribe to the channel, and today you will find out how to change the gears on the mountain bike with the double or triple crankset. Let's do it. And we'll cover two main mistakes in shifting. This shiny jewelry is the drivetrain. We've got the 10-speed cassette on this bike, the chain and the crankset. This is the double crankset, but don't worry, you're gonna find out how to do it on the triple one as well. On my handlebars you can see two shifters, the right one for the rear derailleur and the left one for the front mech. Okay, let's start with the lowest, so the easiest gear, which means the largest sprocket here at the back and the smallest on the crankset. Both are the closest to the axle. Oh, no electricity. Ooh, got the lights. Okay, let's start with the first mistake, which is crisscrossing the chain. I'm on the lowest sprocket right now, so we are starting just easy, and then we go down 2, 3rd gear, 4th, 5th, 6th, I would even go 1, 6, and now instead of going down and not changing the gear here at the front, you can hear that the chain is even rubbing here on the cage of the front derailleur. I will go back all the way and show you how it's supposed to be. So the lowest, number 1, we are speeding up, accelerating. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to the largest sprocket at the front, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the same thing with the larger gear at the front. So this is the highest gear, or the fastest gear. Now we are going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, even 4, and then change the gear. The front, 4, 3, 2, 1. Before we go to the mistake number 2, I'm going to show you the trick. The trick is, we're going down the cassette having the lowest gear at the front. So let's say we're going to the 6th gear, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then normally what I showed you, I would change the gear at the front, and you will feel quite a big gap between the gears. In order to avoid that, you wanna simultaneously now change the gears with the front mech and the rear mech. Meaning, I'm gonna push both levers, the left one and the front one, because at the front I'm gonna change it to the highest gear, at the rear to the lower gear, so that the stepping between those gears will be just smoother. So I'm gonna do this simultaneously, see what happens with the chain. It goes up here, it goes up here, and then I continue going down the cassette to my fastest, speediest gear. Now we're going back, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and then it's, instead of getting big gap now in the ratio, I'm gonna do it simultaneously as well, but changing the gear the other way, so with the other lever. I'm shifting the front mech to the lower gear and the rear mech to the higher gear, and it looks like this. Okay, see what happens with the chain. This is it. What's important here is that you don't want to push the pedals a lot when changing the gears, especially when you change the gear with both derailleurs simultaneously. So let's do it once again. The lowest gear, speeding up, speeding up, speeding up, speeding up, speeding up. Now, 2 derailleurs, speeding up, speeding up, speeding up, speeding up, going super fast. Now I'm going maybe like 40 kilometers per hour, and then back. 8, 7, 6, 5, boom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is it. Now the second mistake is we are riding the bike like crazy. We love riding fast, and then we stop, not changing the gears. meaning when you stop on the highest gear or even just one of the highest gear, it will be difficult for you to start. And then what the beginners do, usually the newbies, they will push hard because they need to accelerate the bike and simultaneously change the gears to the lighter or lower. You can hear the chain working super hard. It is easy to break the chain, you can snap the chain, and it's not good for your cassette, for the teeth, for everything. So before you stop when you ride the bike quite fast, just go kind of to the middle of the cassette. It will be easier for you to start. If you are in the mountains and you stop on the hill and you're gonna go up the hill, change the gear at the front to the lower one. What if there was a middle chainring, so triple crankset? As I said, the outer sprockets are for the outer chainring at the front, the inner sprockets for the inner chainring at the front, and if you have the middle one, that would be the middle sprockets. You're gonna ask me, Danny, this is 10 speed, I have 11, I have 3x12, what should I do? You know, you don't have to use just 5 gears on the 10-speed cassette for one chainring at the front and 5 for one. I showed you 6. If you sometimes use even 7, it's okay. You just want to avoid the extreme crisscrossing of the chain because, you know, there is a lot of friction here between the chain and the sprockets. It's wearing out much more quickly. So if you have the middle one would be for the middle sprockets. That's easy. Let's say you have 12-speed cassette. So for the middle chainring, you would probably use even maybe 8 sprockets at in the middle of your cassette, and you're gonna use the same trick for shifting with both derailleurs simultaneously, but you're gonna do it twice here, right? Because you're gonna change the gears at the front twice going through the whole cassette. That's it. I hope this was quite easy for you. Let's go and ride a bike. We had a huge storm last night, so the electricity might not come very soon. We're gonna wait with the upload. See you guys.